Realistically Online, episode 2. I'm your host, StarlitMia, and this is my co-host,
Hunter. That's
Yay!
me. I am the second host of the podcast.
Yay! Okay, today I wrote down my streamer drama this week.
Okay. So topic 1 is going to be streamer drama, brought to you by Mia, and I will be reacting to / giving my thoughts to
is
that.
Officially a streamer drama podcast. I will be bringing the streamer dramas, and you will be bringing the gaming dramas. It's gonna be
well.
great.
It's not even going to necessarily always be dramas. It's just going to be interesting, like, either news. Or things. Because the current thing isn't really the thing I've brought. Isn't really.
It's not drama.
It's a little. It's a little dramatic because I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
There might be a small amount of drama about it. I guess about how the information was obtained, but go into your topic. I can't wait to hear drama about streamers and then possibly have to ask you who some of them are.
So this weekend, on the Saturday and the Sunday, the previous weekend, was EVO. Do you know what EVO is?
I've definitely heard that said before. You should give our listeners, and definitely not just me, a recap on exactly what that is.
Okay. I didn't know what EVO was either until about a month or two ago.
Okay, right.
So I have deep dived. I have divin the deeps. And EVO is a fighting, biggest weekend in fighting games.
Oh, no wonder I wouldn't know what that is. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's presented by Chipotle this year, apparently.
What do they have, frequent bathroom breaks?
What is
like included in the fights?
What does EVO stand for, you ask, Hunter?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh,
I went onto the website.
Evolution.
Okay, you figured it out because I asked chat. Like when I wrote this, I was like, I went on the website and I still have no idea. I scrolled through everything. I couldn't find anything. And then somebody in my chat was like, oh, it's just short for evolution.
Wow.
EVO. Evolution.
Fair enough. That
you
makes
were right.
sense.
Wow. Look at you.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I thought each one stood for evolution. It was just like one of those where it's like evolution, volution, olution.
Evolution.
I'm going to give myself partial credit for that one. 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Is what I give myself.
Basically, EVO is a gaming conference tournament thing. So Ludwig is a streamer that I watch.
I'm somewhat familiar.
Okay, because I tell you about Ludwig.
He's come up. He's come up in other random things I've watched. It's kind of like a jump scare because you've like talked about and told me about him. But like, I watched a thing where it was like Pokemon Pro like Nuzlockers did like a tournament, and then it was just like Ludwig jump scare as like one of the contestants. And I was like, whoa,
he infiltrates all media. Anyway,
yeah, jump scare. Yeah, absolutely.
So this weekend, Ludwig. Okay, no. Actually, before I get to this weekend, a few months ago, Ludwig was in hot water because basically gatekeepers were mad that he was inflating the registration for a game that is produced by his company. So his company has a fighting game. He has a publishing company called Offbrand. Sure. And they publish games. And one of the games that they publish is a fighting game. And it's very, very similar to Melee. He is...
Like Smash Bros. Melee?
Yes. So him and his... Do you know The Yard? Okay, that's their podcast.
You told me about The Yard briefly. It's like him and some homies of his.
Yeah, like him and like his old roommates, basically. Yeah. They met through the Smash Melee community.
Oh, hell yeah. Sick.
So he was super excited to publish a fighting game that's very similar to Melee.
Nice.
So for registrations, he was giving out the top 128 people. He was registering them for EVO. And then he was doing some like extras too. So like 128 people, he was giving them free registration. And like some people, I think if they were like dedicated enough or whatever, he might have flown out or like given, I don't know.
Oh, crazy.
I don't know. So Twitter was mad at this.
for any particular reason about that. I guess I'm gonna clarify, even as someone who's like I said it last time, but or possibly on the lost episode, uh, but I would consider myself to be like an expert casual gamer, and by that I mean I like to play at what I think is the pinnacle of what like a casual player plays at. But I will say, even I won't touch fighting games online versus like other people. Like I'll play like a Smash Bros style game with my friends, or like something similar to that one where it's like a more of like a party fighting game.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, any big Smash Bros like
Yeah,
professionals, but
they're
like
all on Melee.
I can't do it. I'm very bad at it. I'm trying to remember which one is the one that I've played the most of and which I consider the best one. It's a divisive one. It's the one with tripping. I don't know if that's Brawl. Whichever who viewers and listeners, the one that was on the Wii, that's the one that was my favorite. Um I know tripping is why it's divisive and people don't like it, because if you're playing professionally and your character goes whoa and falls over, like
There's RNG
yeah,
to it.
yeah, your character can just like trip and fall over,
That's
like just randomly.
hilarious.
It's yeah, but they hate that. But let me tell you, I played in so many tournaments of that in college.
That
My
keeps you
mains,
on your toes,
it
though.
does well until you're off your toes, falling on your ass and getting comboed and wrecked
Yeah.
because you fell over. I'm trying to remember who I mained for that one. For sure, it was when I started. I think it was because I played that one for a long time. I played that one with friends beforehand, but when I was like seriously in air quotes I'll say when I was playing it at like tournaments in college, it was like pretty casual tournaments wise. It was like the like Smash Bros club or whatever putting it on, or one time we went to like
Mhm.
an actual like off campus like pretty big setup, like large screen big tournament that was still mostly just the same people that were there and a couple of randos from the town. um I for sure played Lucario, and I think my second pocket pick if Lucario wasn't working was Jigglypuff, because I was very good at
Oh,
the
okay. So this is
airborne
a Nintendo
rollout and
game.
rest.
I didn't process that it was, I thought it was just some random, like, no, it's like a
For
Nintendo.
yeah, it's the one where it's
It's
all the
on the
like different
Wii.
yeah, it's all the characters that like are from various Nintendo franchises.
That's
By
funny.
the end of it, Sonic was my main though.
Okay, okay.
I was a Sonic guy. But
I
still those other
played
two.
Ultimate with Carlos back in
Oh, that was
high
fun as
school
hell.
when we were starting to, like, the day he
Whoa,
asked
does that
me
make me feel old? That's crazy.
the day I know it had just come out.
I remember when it had just come out and they had, was that the one where they had the version on the 3DS as well? Do you know?
Yes,
Or was
I
that the
played
one
it
that's
on, we played it on both consoles. We played it on 3DS
purchased it in
and
college and played it with some pals?
yes, so yeah. And he got me so addicted to that because we would go and we would um play, the four of us, me, him, his brother, and his uncle.
Hell yeah.
Anyway,
I played that one a decent amount in college with people. But yes, we're getting slightly sidetracked from the
no,
Evo
I love that though.
situation, which
That's
is
what,
totally fine. Yeah,
yeah,
we love a tangent.
I do. As long as we come back to it.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
But people are angry on Twitter about
yes, because basically, like, someone had even been like, "How dare you promote your own game?" Like,
okay.
so it's
Twitter is
uh,
certainly a place where you'll find like you can
yeah.
find the absolute like white hot neutron
And then
star hottest
he
takes.
was like
So
replying, and so that's how I know about it. Because otherwise, this is like, I'm like, oh, cool, yeah, he's registering people. That's nice. Scroll. And then it was like he was replying to people that were like, "You're inflating the amount of registrations at the." And then the Saudi Arabia government got involved because apparently they own EVO. I don't know. I don't
crazy.
understand. And people are like, "How dare you give the Saudi Arabian government money?" I don't know.
All right,
I,
this is wild this is a wild escalation from where I thought streamer drama would start, let me tell you. Or where it would
okay.
go. Like crazy, wild.
Um. So, yeah. Let me read. Look, I get it. This is a tweet. I really
Mhm.
do. But the way to go about this was just not. support EVO and inflate the entry counts for Rival of Aethers 2. That's the game. Since there's going to be like 30% DQs, disqualifications, if you're new to this. And the Saudi government is going to get fat stacks from this since they own EVO. Ludwig says, right, but we're an indie game, and I'm using whatever leverage I have to help support my game. It's naive to think that Riot's entrants are organic, and not a broader campaign done by a billion-dollar company with a 50-person marketing team. Because Riot has 2 XKO.
2 XKO, yeah.
I really want to try that one.
Oh,
I do. Lux is coming to 2 XKO.
Great. I can't imagine how she would do in a fighting game, but I mean, they have Teemo already, so.
Yeah, I want to be a Lux Teemo main.
I would certainly download it and try it. I would
because it's free.
Guys, but I can't imagine I would do well.
But that's what makes it fun. We can just play versus each other.
Because I love it with randos online.
From what I've seen, there's a little lobby, and like you can all be in the lobby and walk around together.
Oh, fun!
I think that's
whatever
cute.
The most recent Smash Bros is I think the only fighting game. No, that
it's still Ultimate.
Is it still Ultimate?
Yeah.
Sure. All right, then yeah, Ultimate. I played
6.
that one.
Is that? Am I crazy? There's not.
I was going to say I don't know what it's called.
I think I'm hallucinating.
Whatever the one.
I'm an AI.
Whatever the one is now on the Switch. Mm-hmm. I played that one online a bit, and let me tell you, I was like, yeah, among my friends, I'm all right at this.
Oh, that is a different one than the one we played in high school.
I am not at the level to play it with randos online. I'm so bad at it.
Carlos is the best person I know at it, but he's like best party wise. Like you know what I mean? Yeah. Like at a party, he's gonna beat everybody, and that's his party trick.
Well, I used to be like on par with, like, I think now whenever we break it out, when I'm hanging out with people, like I do significantly worse because like some of them keep up and play it like a little bit, but I mean I do not play it almost at all. And for whatever reason, my boy Sonic does not feel the same as he did in the last 2. So not as good at him. And then I think the only other fighting game I've even tried to play online was like Soul Calibur 2 or something, or 4, or whichever one was on the 360, and Yoda was a playable character. Big Soul Calibur fans, shout that out. Yeah, they had a Star Wars crossover where depending on your console, you got like Darth Vader or Yoda or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Those games are weird as hell, man. They had a really robust like making a custom fighter, which I thought was cool, but like
the
everything
Mii's.
else was. Yeah, but it was like crazy. Like it was even more because it was like at the time pretty good graphics, like realistic in air quotes graphics, and you just pick like, I want my character to behave like this character and give them like whatever outfit and armor and all that, and it was super cool. But I just remember not realizing that like most of the armor and clothing pieces were like destructible mid-fight to show like how much damage you'd taken. So you'd make this cool character and then suddenly they'd be like in their underwear with a helmet on, and you'd be like, I don't like this anymore.
That's funny. Weird. That's me. That's me in my underwear and naked. Yeah. Okay. He says, I'm seeing some people upset at the placement for Rivals of Aether 2 at EVO. For anyone unaware, I'm the publisher for that game. I also remember being in the crowd at EVO 2016 and watching Hungry Bots beat Armada through losers. Words that are too chronically online for me.
Well, just at least too niche in that community. Like,
Hungry Bots beat Armada. I guess those are 2 people through losers. I think he's trying to say losers bracket.
Yeah.
Okay. It was a seminal. What's the word seminal mean?
Oh, I don't know off the top of my head. I can Google it though.
Okay, because he's also an English major. That's what you and him have in common.
Really? Is he? Oh God! Oh, don't make him. Don't now.
Now you like him.
No, now I have to look up describe something that is highly original, groundbreaking, or strongly influences later developments.
Aww, that's so sweet. What a sweet word to use. It was a seminal weekend for me. He got roasted for using the word seminal. Anyway.
Crazy. From people on Twitter? That's crazy. Too many syllables for you?
Bro, Bro said seminal.
Ask Grok what it means.
Seminal. I returned from
Christ.
Vegas and started grinding Smash, got my ass beat, and then started grinding commentary, and later turned that into streaming. To have another platform fighter and it be the one I publish means something for me, regardless of how you feel about us. To clarify, I did buy a bunch of EVO passes to help make this the biggest Rivals 2 tournament we've ever had. We handed passes to the top 128 players, ran online qualifiers, ran locals, and gave passes to TOs to give out to their community. I don't know what a TO is.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I mean, I guess that's the big thing here that I'm not going to understand about this, and I'm sure you as well, that maybe a more regular fighting game player or viewer of EVO or something would understand and be able to tell us is if that's like super out of the norm for like a community is like, oh, you get your EVO pass or whatever just because you got to this level or rank, like having that
yeah,
purchase for you as like a prize. Like, is that crazy? Is that so out
I,
of the
I think
ordinary
it
that
is,
that's
but
like
isn't that
unacceptable?
beautiful? Like, isn't that
I mean, yeah, I don't know. That
like for
sounds,
the
all of
love
this
of the
sounds,
game? I'm giving you my money so that you can come out and play.
I could compare it to another game and then make, I don't know, I assume fighting game fans mad. It's like, well, do the people who are on like the like competitive teams for League have to buy their own like tickets to
Yeah,
Worlds, or like how does that work, man? I don't know. And I mean, Evo might be like a,
you guys have
I don't
to
know, it might not be the
register for
worlds of individual
Worlds.
things. Like
You guys have
it
to
might not
you
be
guys
like
have
the
to
worlds of,
register and pay if you want to
yeah,
compete at
do their
Worlds.
teams have to? Maybe
I
their
don't know.
maybe their coaches have to do that for their team. I guess we could double check that. I don't know how you'd even find that
But
information.
that would be crazy, right? For them to qualify for Worlds and then be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
actually they couldn't make it cuz they didn't pay." So,
Although now that I'm saying that out loud, I am thinking like immediate counterpoints to that. Like Evo, if that's like a celebration of like a lot of fighting games, maybe that's like a
it's a
different thing.
convention.
Yeah. So if it's like a convention that's specific to just like all or most or whatever the biggest fighting games are, I guess I could maybe understand them being like, well, if this game isn't popular enough to like have like a big space there, like purchasing more seats than would be normally there for like your community. Because even saying that, I'm like, I don't
It's
know.
not
That
his
just that
community, it's
sounds
the
like a
top
cool prize.
128
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm
players of
thinking.
the
I'm like that
game.
just
Yeah.
sounds like a cool good prize for that. So I don't know.
I'm sure I got taken advantage of. People sold codes, shared them without permission, and signed up with no intention of playing. That's the price I'm willing to pay to make this. That's all she wrote.
From a teapot. That's no.
That's it.
That's it.
I didn't
Okay.
screenshot the rest. I think that is just that's the
This.
general gist of
Yeah.
it. And it did happen. He did get scammed. People did scam him. Some people claimed that they were going to go and register for. So he paid the EVO registration.
Okay.
So that they could go to the EVO convention. And then some people used his registration to sign up for another game.
Oh.
So they
crazy.
took
fair
it.
enough, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
like he said, they took advantage of what he
They
was
took
doing.
it
Fair
and then
enough.
they went and signed up for Street Fighter 6 or whatever.
I just gotta say to anyone doing that, like, how much of a sweat do you have to be? Like, how much of like a grimy sweat do you have to be for whatever your fighting game is to be like, I'll take them from this fighting game? Like, I'm sorry, like, gross, man. Just I don't know.
That's why we're here, isn't it?
Although low key, if like you could never have afforded to go there, if you're like a rags to riches fighting game story,
Rags to riches
and
fighting game
and you
story.
scammed it off of Ludwig, I can't even be mad at that. Like, but if you're just like a random like, I don't know, I'm a pro at this fighting game and I don't want to pay my entrance fee, so I'm gonna snipe one from Ludwig's community in game. Like, that's lame. But again, if you're like, I've been going and playing this at the arcade with money I find in the gutter, and oh boy, this is my chance. Like, yeah, you do you. All right.
You do
Okay, I
you.
see you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's kind of like sometimes it's the mentality of like, well, if someone's stealing, then they must have really needed that.
I mean, I'm not for a gaming convention. I'm going to be a little harsher on it. My initial opinion
You
is
don't
like
need to go to a
you
gaming
probably don't
convention
need
this year,
that. Like
buddy.
unless you're like a drastically poor member of that gaming community, like all right, or just honestly, if it was something where it's like you would not be able to go unless you did that, I'll give you a little more leeway. But like if that's something where like you've gone to other evos and you're just like, ooh, free entrance to evo if I scam streamer Ludwig, like I don't necessarily like this
I
guy, but
did
like that's lame.
I did get into it at some point with someone. I didn't like get into a fight with anybody, but I was like, they were like, because they were like, he's inflating, like blah blah blah. I was like, I'm pretty sure these are just people that would have never gone to Evo otherwise. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know what the issue is. Like, he's not pulling them away from the other games. Like, I just don't know. I don't
Do
understand.
they want it to remain? Do they
I
want
just
it to
don't
remain
know,
like
like the
exclusive and
mental
small as like a thing?
gymnastics needed to like hate someone's like something that I only saw as like kind, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, maybe
so
it's,
I was like,
I'm sure
I'm pretty
this will
sure
piss.
these. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm sure this will piss people off, but maybe it's being upset that like their game community would never do that because it's like too big or like a AAA game or something.
Mm-hmm.
But like I can't assume that's everyone because that I mean that's a bad that's like the mentality where someone's like, oh, why are you criticizing a billionaire? Is it because you would like to be a billionaire and you're poor? Like, all right, that's a dumb argument. Like, there's very valid things to criticize there. Like, come on. So I mean, maybe it's like maybe there's valid components of that, and it's not just like, well, Capcom would never do this, and I'm pissed about that because,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, I don't know anything about
Be pissed. I don't know.
the fighting game scenes here, so I just a wild reaction.
But yeah, so I replied to someone and I was like, I'm pretty sure these are people that just never would have gone to Evo otherwise. And they were like, and? I'm like, okay, so you just want to gatekeep Evo.
Yeah, you just don't want people to come.
Okay, that's that. All right, I'm glad we got to that conclusion. But yeah, so at some point, I wish I screenshotted it. I did not. At one point on my feed while I was scrolling, there was a 16-player bracket that only 4 people showed up to for Rivals of Aether.
Oof. Oh, yikes.
Because he bought all of those. Okay, I'm pretty sure the Evo tickets
That
too
sucks.
were like $200.
Bro, fuck
So
that. That's crazy.
the
That's
16 players that only ended up being 4 guys in a room.
Oh my god.
How many? 12 times 200? And that's just that one bracket.
Oof. Yeah.
He got skamazed. And I'm so sad because his heart's always in a good... Okay, people describe Ludwig as like golden retriever.
Sure. You're giving me... See, it's different information than I have because I've literally only seen him like crop up in other things I've like one of them was like I watched him do like a whatever the questions with Hank Green show is or whatever where he goes on and asks questions, and then later there was like a clickbaity title that like Hank Green helped him with a science thing, a question that like him and his girlfriend or wife were arguing about.
They eat a pound of hamburger.
That literally it's that, and then him being in like a Pokemon, like a competitive Nuzlocke
and it's like, why is this guy here?
The only things I know about him.
Yeah, he's on Twitter. Someone was like, "Why is Ludwig from video games here?" And so now he's like, it was so funny because I think he was at the Dodgers game or something, and somebody was like, I don't remember. Why is Ludwig from video games here? Because he just infiltrates all.
Well, that's a hilarious tweet. Why is Ludwig from video games here? I feel like that is such a chronically online take. That's the equivalent of like the teacher is at the grocery store and not just in the school. Like, all right, touch grass, think thoughts, like be reasonable. He's a guy. He exists outside of. It is just like he's not just like a mannequin that they plug in front of like the screen to like stream something. Gosh. But that is a funny tweet. Just
it was funny. And so then from them, like that's his own little tagline now is I'm Ludwig from video games. Like
top tier.
Okay, and then it says, you are aware a big chunk of the prize pool was community funded, right? Paying hundreds of people's registrations will obviously get way more people to register for EVO. I have dyslexia.
EVO.
Then a few shorts with Sajam. I'm guessing this is a government official in Saudi Arabia.
Could be.
In them also. L move from you, man. And he says, I think you're just not giving respect to the size of Riot's team.
So
obviously,
is it just, are people upset that the prize pool is being diluted because there's like people showing up for another game there?
Yeah, I guess. I think you're just not giving enough respect to the size of Riot's team. Obviously, they made a great game, and there's a real community who enjoys it, but they also have 4,000 employees. Their influencer marketing budget alone crushes anything we can afford. I put my own money up to cut the cost for Rivals community members, and I don't think it is a bad thing to support my own game.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Yeah, I guess I don't know what the disconnect or the problem is. Like, if it's like that he's directly buying EVO tickets for other people, and that's a like as like a promotional thing for his like being good at his game, or like is that the problem? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Also, unrelated to this thing that I just noticed, I think your camera is focused on the like the weird disc. I don't know if that's your microphone or what that is. I just noticed that. I'm sorry. Okay, there you go. Sorry, audio viewers.
It's my pop filter for my microphone. No, my microphone fell down earlier. That's what it was.
Okay.
Anyway, that's old news because this was months ago.
Okay.
But now,
oh my gosh, we're not even to the actual.
But now, this weekend, EVO. So that was EVO registration.
Yeah.
Now we're at EVO.
We're at EVO.
This past weekend.
Yes.
People are mad at Ludwig because he said, and I quote, I like Street Fighter, but I also like viewers.
Like I assume to say that like people don't like to watch Street Fighter being played, perhaps. All right. I mean,
True.
They're mad at him for dissing one of their comfort games, I assume. Fair enough.
They had a field day. Oh, and then I give myself a link. Let's go. I love scrolling through Twitter threads. It's true Ludwig would get less views streaming Street Fighter, but that's not something you say during the biggest fighting game convention event where people come for the love and celebrate the passion for fighting games. I don't know if there's more context to this, but this clip is not a good look.
Oh, it's just like a previous surfaced clip of him. It's not like even.
No. It was this weekend.
Oh, okay.
He said it this weekend.
I mean,
I like Street Fighter, but I also like viewers. Is a sentence I never thought I'd hear on the EVO stage, but here we are. Don't know if I'm angry or disappointed. Probably both. Ludwig responded, generationally soft.
On the one hand, I absolutely agree with that sentiment. Like, yeah, come on, relax. On the other hand, on the EVO, on the stage, was this during like a? I'm just curious of the context in which he.
I think it was
said this.
It was banter between him and Tyler One. So, yes. Here's more context.
Him and Tyler One. Yes. Bro, that's gotta be the famous thing that could possibly have been said.
More context.
My God.
Him and Tyler One were the show match. I think. Okay. Emphasis on I think. So they played main stage. Everybody that registered for EVO is coming out to watch this game between Ludwig and Tyler One play Street Fighter 6.
Okay.
They play. Ludwig wins. It's an incredible upset because Tyler One has been streaming Street Fighter 6 for months for preparation. And Ludwig has not streamed it one time.
So funny.
Or maybe he streamed it once by like an accident. Yeah. For everyone unaware, he just showed up and played the game.
That feels so much meaner to say after hearing that. That's so funny. Like literally just because I don't know if Tyler One's like crazy at Street Fighter. Let me tell you though, not playing
They
it, coming and beating Tyler One on it is very
Oh,
Tyler
well,
One
he played it
energy.
off stream.
Like,
he was grinding the shit out of it, just not
oh, fair enough.
on stream like Tyler One was. And Tyler, I'm guessing all of Tyler One's practice time, maybe not all, but most,
Probably.
was on
I
stream.
mean, surely that guy is
and
going to be streaming.
all of Ludwig's was off stream.
Off stream. Oh.
And then he had a pocket pick, he had a secret pick, and he accidentally revealed it like the week before EVO. And then he went on their podcast and was like, I accidentally like showed my pocket pick. I'm going to have to switch to a different one or something like that, blah, 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 blah. I think what happens, because here's the fun part. I'm realistically online. I did not watch the match. The match is like
I got updates afterwards, but like I'm not
I did not watch. I don't know who we played. I don't know who Tyler One played. I don't care.
I don't know any of I don't know most of the Street Fighter characters. I was gonna say both realistically online and proving him right by saying that's just correct. You're like, Street Fighter? Oh, I don't need to watch that.
Yeah, no, there's no way. I would never in my entire life click on a Street Fighter stream. Sorry to you. I don't watch Lily play 2XKO. I have watched like some videos because like, or like YouTube because Carlos is watching it, but this is not something I would ever click on.
I would watch a highlight clip if someone shared.
That's
like
true.
If I was like,
and like a highly
Reddit
edited, like
crazy,
boom, 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 with the flashing lights.
I love that.
I love the Valorant ones. I'm such a sucker for the Valorant ones.
And
there's one that comes to my mind right now. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, any person who plays fighting games, before you click off of this podcast and be like, these normies don't get it. Let me tell you, it's not from a place of I just don't like fighting games, although that is the case. It's from a place of I don't have the technical skill to appreciate like someone doing well in a fighting game. Like if you make a highlight clip where I can tell you're doing some nasty shit, absolutely.
I don't know the mechanics of that. Yeah, you just look like you're beating him. Yeah, that's cool, nice.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
I don't know what goes into, like, I know because I'm not an idiot that, like, you're doing something cool. Like, I like listening to Lily I've heard Lily describe it when she's playing other games that are more interesting to watch.
I mean, I agree with you because I'm just not a fighting game person. It's too much of like, on the just straight up, like it involves too much like very specific dexterity that I just don't I don't think, especially at like 31. Like, oh, I'm not gonna get into a fighting game. I haven't played them all my life. I don't have the I don't have the I don't know if that would maybe
controller mapping is so tough for me.
It would be bad for the initial like knowing like following the string of like the actual inputs, but like once you got the like feel for it, you'd probably get it.
So Lily Pichu plays like all the fighting games. She won fighting game streamer of the year last year because she like legit like and pissed so many people off because they don't know, like that's who she is now. Because she's always been do you know who Lily Pichu is?
I've heard the name.
Okay, great. She's always been cute, artsy music art streamer. She explains that she loves fighting games because they're just like rhythm games. She's played all the rhythm games.
Yeah.
And so, she's like, she's a tryhard. Like she goes into practice tool and like does the combo until she gets it. You know, like she practices like how you would practice for piano and whatever else. Like
let me tell you two points I immediately have off of that. Number one, however much I think that like fighting game people are like more intense about it than I could ever be as like casual gamer, dude, rhythm game people are like that much above that. Like I there's a YouTube channel I wish I knew it off the top of my head because I would love to shout out just like a random YouTube channel to, you know, the 3 people who are gonna listen to or watch this. But
hey, we got like 14 or 7.
Oh fuck yeah, to the 14 or 7. That's a pretty, I was gonna say to the double-digit listeners, but if it's to the single or double-digit listeners who are gonna listen to or watch this, I would love to
kiss you on the forehead.
Is just wonderful. But maybe I'll pull it up on my phone while we're talking about something else later in this. But he apparently is like a big rhythm game guy, and I watch his like he'll talk about like PS1 games and like horror games and like how he like I mean speed runs, which also a thing I just could not attempt.
Oh, yeah,
But
I don't think I could ever speedrun anything.
oh
It would have to be
don't.
so easy.
The only game I would even attempt is I think Metroid Fusion, and that's only because I recall I had a copy of it that I played on a bus ride to or from college, and I beat the entire thing during that bus ride. And I sold that copy of the game to the game store at the college. Jason ended up purchasing it, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, this is your copy, isn't it?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I was like, "If you could just leave." Either the 100% save or the save where I have that like beat it on the bus ride just so we can see what the number is. And he looked it up and it was like kind of close to the speed run, like the
What?
top like the bottom of the top 50 numbers or whatever. And I was
That's
like, okay,
cool. But it's
okay.
also like not to
It was
downplay
close
your
to
your shit, but like
it was
those
close to the
people
bottom of it.
have to
So I'm
like.
like,
It's also the people that like put it in. You know what I mean? That actually
it's the
care
people who
and
put
go on there
like
and
do
put
that.
in there. Yeah.
It's the people who are playing that for like maybe it's one of the more popular like 2D Metroid games. I don't know, but like it's a game that came out
And
in
it was
like
your first playthrough?
2002. No, this was just oh
Oh,
god
okay,
no.
okay.
That's a game I've played like 100 times, and that's the only reason
I've
I would attempt that.
never. Okay, I take it back. I've played Skyrim and Fallout multiple times.
It's a
Baldur's Gate
huge
is
over
another one.
exaggeration to say 100 times. That's not correct, but like I've played it a lot,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
because it's like it's a relatively short. As a kid, I know it probably took me like many hours to complete a playthrough, but apparently it's short enough that you can on a bus ride if you've played it a dozen times before like play through it.
No, I
And this
take it
was from
back.
like
I've never beaten a game more than once. I'm like
crazy.
thinking
This is
like
like a
Stardew Valley. Like, no.
this is like a Game Boy Advance era game though, so definitely shorter than like the types of games you're mentioning. Like Skyrim, dude. Oh my god, that's a slog. Even a Skyrim speed run is a couple hours, and that's just like
Unless
walking as fast as
kindergarten
you can.
counts. But kindergarten is meant to be played over and over. It's kind of like a roguelike. Okay, so kindergarten
Is this a
is
game, or did you get held back in kindergarten a bunch of times? What are you saying to us right now?
kindergarten is a game. Every day is Monday. And you go and you
Hell,
just make
it
it to
sounds like
the
hell.
and you make it to the end of the day as a kindergartner. Um
Okay.
and then the next day like you start over. But it's kind of like a roguelike and but it's not it's like a story roguelike. It's like a fetch quest roguelike. I don't know. You have to figure out how to like I don't know, you end up spoilers busting the principal for like having like the evil lab under in the basement or something, but you have to go through like multiple
Yeah.
rounds to do
It's
that.
one of those where it's like you to complete the game, you have to beat it a
Yeah.
large number of times. Yeah,
I've
roguelike. Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
it's not I don't think roguelike is so weird because I would not consider it at all a roguelike, but like it's the best way to describe it. Anyway.
I love the charts where you can be like, this is like a like true roguelike, spiritual roguelike, like what like how you define. I feel like that
Roguelite.
falls somewhere on there.
I
Oh yeah,
know. Do you know what a
sure you could call it
roguelite
a roguelite.
is versus a
It's
roguelike?
just like some of the mechanics of a roguelike, right?
So a roguelite is
I like
there's an
roguelike games, so I should know.
It's an outside like there's so like Cult of the Lamb is a roguelite because you have the
Okay.
village. And then you go
Sure.
into the roguelike, but you come back and there's an outer portion of the game.
Oh, I feel like that's most
So like
games that I
Balatro
just
is a
imagine
roguelike because there's not
Okay.
like an outer port like you unlock new decks, but there's not like an outer portion
Yeah.
of the game.
It's like
Or like Moonlighter is a roguelite.
the one I'm thinking of that I played a lot of was Rogue Legacy, which would be a roguelite then, because I know that that's got stuff that you can do before you enter the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Okay.
Oh, just very far tangent from what we were talking about, but
It's fine. It's a
that's
gaming
fine.
podcast.
Yeah, gaming plus, gaming among other things.
Oh my god. Bleep this, and everything your job represents. What you said is easily one of the worst things I've heard on any stage ever. What has become of once was Christmas for a fighting game? What are FGC? What is FGC? A fighting game C. Community.
Challenge, lead,
Community.
community. There you go.
For the FGC. And Ludwig responds, one of the worst things you have ever heard in any stage ever. Really?
Yeah, that's crazy. I will say, if he had lost, it would be like, that's just like a salty loser saying that. But him winning and saying that does feel a little more mean.
So
that does
funny.
feel a little meaner.
It's
He's
so
like,
funny.
yeah, obviously I still got this good at it, but like, why would you want to watch that? Crazy. Insane.
I don't think that's, I mean, whatever. Like, I think people were coming at it from a sense of like, oh, you infiltrated the fighting game community and then you shat all over it. Game. Yeah, I'm like, he published one.
Wow,
he met all of his friends that he has a podcast on through Smash Brothers Melee. Like, this is not a fighting game visitor. Like, those are his roots. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna even, I think that as someone who mostly does like casual gaming, like, I don't know, even when people are like, these visitors or these tourists, I'm like,
tourist.
Come on, like,
he's a fighting game tourist.
Go and fuck yourself. That's crazy. Like, sure,
gatekeeping it all.
The only people that I think like that could apply to is the people who like outrage farm online about this stuff, like the random dudes on like Twitter that'll be like, they're adding a girl to this game and she's not even showing off a bunch of skin. A girl that looks like she's older than like 16 in my game. Like, those people are like, that's a tourist. That's not a real enjoyer of anything. That person hasn't enjoyed anything in their entire life. That's a fake fan. Not like someone like this. Like, that's crazy.
Any stage ever. Think of a worse scenario. Will Smith
for anyone listening, I almost spit water onto my computer.
Kanye West stealing the Grammy from Taylor Swift.
The worst is you said any stage ever, and I immediately am like, political leaders giving speeches at like particular decades. Like, that's worse. It's like first they came for Street Fighter, and I did not stop them because I was not in the FGC.
Throw up.
Get a little bit of a thicker skin about it. Like, it might have been in poor taste, but like.
Or if we just want to talk gaming, Pokey, when she was accepting an award, like one of her first awards, this guy was like, she doesn't know it yet. Like, after she accepted her award and she sat back down after her speech, he was like, she doesn't know it yet, but in 6 months she's going to be applying to be back in that same college. Like, just completely out of nowhere. Nobody knows who this man is.
What the fuck?
Like, worst thing said on a stage ever.
It's the people that are like too chronically online in their own community that get like really upset about this. And I can understand if someone insults something that you like, being upset about that. But at the same time, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'll level with you here. If you're the kind of person that is gonna get that upset about that comment, you should just have the same opinion of Ludwig that I do. He's just some fuck ass streamer. Who cares? Like, fuck that guy. Who cares? His opinion? I saw him get taught by Hank Green about the digestive system, and the whole time I was just like, he sounds really dumb. So, like, just watch that video and think that.
He definitely does put on a dumb face, or he's very willing to be dumb.
He's willing to learn. And
yes. And when you're vulnerably willing to learn, you look really stupid.
Well, and to be fair, I do have to say, I was literally thinking of this the other day. Like, literally this exact thing. I'm like, well, to be fair, of course he's gonna look dumb next to Hank Green, because like
it's Hank Green.
I would look like so dumb next to Hank Green. That's crazy. Like, crazy comparison.
This is the last one I screenshotted. It's not even about the banter being the issue. It's how in such poor taste it is to make that kind of comment when you're paid to show up to an event celebrating the genre, and there were way better angles to play the villain character. And this is all in French, because Twitter has a
To play
translate
the villain
feature.
character. Yeah.
This is all, and so Ludwig speaks French, and so in response,
Sure.
he types
I
"Go fuck yourself" in French.
this is probably going to be the hottest take, the thing that would get us the most downvotes, but I hate that I have to say it, but it popped into my head. As soon as you said that, my brain immediately went, he looks like he would speak French. And that was derogatory, obviously, and I don't know where that came from, but like,
It's beautiful.
yeah, I'm standing by that statement. He
You
looks like
are.
someone that would speak French.
Yeah, his mom is French and lives in France.
Oh, sure.
Um,
Goddamn. Well, now
okay.
I feel rude for insulting someone who is French about speaking French.
That was the drama that I wanted to bring up today. And this was like last week, like last Thursday or last Friday, I was like, oh my God, and I was screenshotting and I wrote the whole doc.
I have to get all of this information.
And then yesterday, Extra Emily, she's a live streamer. This one's short. She's a IRL live streamer, so she like in person, like, and she has a lot of.
Can I do a brief pause after you said IRL streamer? Brief pause of me saying, "Oh, groan, eye roll, IRL streamers, Jesus Christ,
I know.
The world we live in." Continue though.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it, but I just do not find it interesting. I could never watch someone IRL stream. Like, I'm a gamer. I'm gonna watch someone play games.
I don't even like watching people regularly stream besides, again, like you or Jason, like pals of mine where I can like go and interact. And like, I'm sure people who watch streamers are like, well, yeah, but like if you're doing that with chat, you're also just interacting with them in the same way. So I do understand that on some level. But like, if I don't even want to watch someone stream something that I enjoy or like who gives a shit about you just streaming what you do on a day? Like, well, it's so boring. Unless you're like doing crazy shit the whole time. Like you're like, I want to stream myself climbing K2. Like, sick. Absolutely crazy, bro. But if you're just like, I'm gonna go to I don't know, what's a store that I feel like I'm gonna go to Erewhon and purchase something and then go back to my house and eat it. Like sweet, dude. Oh my God, crazy.
So she was driving while she was streaming. And she almost caused an accident by reading chat. And then she was trying to like she was trying to turn into an like switch lanes, and like she goes to switch lanes and like somebody passes her and she's like, oh, sorry. And then she's like, it's okay. And like, so I do that when I'm not fucking streaming. It's just, but I understand, like, I do not text and drive or do it, like.
Thank God. Oh, I would roast you so hard if you were like, no, I text and drive. Immediately, this would turn from my ire towards, like, IRL streamers to being like, oh, you suck. But, like, no, I absolutely, yeah. That's...
So, yeah, she was banned for, like, a day. She's unbanned today already.
Oh, my God. One day accident-free. Can we get a counter up on it?
I wish my TikTok was unbanned after a day because it's been shadow banned forever. I'm so screwed, it's never gonna let me back into the app. Anyway, that was my topic and it took 49 minutes, so now it's your turn.
That's okay, because I can definitely either condense mine or have mine not be like crazy long. Mine is League Classic, which is for those who are either familiar, unfamiliar, not keeping super up on League of Legends news. Similar to other games, although I don't, maybe it's someone could correct me in comments, or if it's just one of the people that we talk to in game with, IRL, honest, while we're gaming, can just tell me, actually, you're wrong about this. But I believe it's the first MOBA to do this, because like World of Warcraft, RuneScape have done like a classic version of their games, to like reignite the like spark of like the thing that people initially liked about their game, get some semblance of like the initial like older game that essentially no longer exists.
Nostalgia.
I mean, it's I think
it's like what we're doing with movies too. Nostalgia. We just remake movies.
Yes and no. I'm gonna push back on
that. We're remaking about all the Resident Evils.
It's like re-releasing the original one on new hardware is the way I would think about that. Because like with something like original RuneScape, I think OSRS they call it, old school RuneScape, or whatever they call the World of Warcraft one. It was something where they updated it and then you could not play that. It was gone, lost media, deleted.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they came back out with it, it was a way to still recapture that. And obviously a huge component of that is going to be nostalgia for a lot of people, but I do think that there's merit to like looking at something and being like, this is the thing that I initially fell in love with and the thing that I initially liked, because some of those things have changed so much that like even if you still play it, like League, like I started playing like late season 3, early season 4, and that was a completely different game. Like the map is a similar structure for Summoner's Rift, the main primary map in League of Legends, but essentially, besides some of the characters and the way that like some of the items you'd get in game and like the very basic core of what the game is, besides those things, essentially nothing is the same as when I started
Mm-hmm.
playing it. So there is part of me that the whole time, and you can surely attest to this, the number of times I've said, I miss playing old Yorick, I miss playing old Urgot,
Mm-hmm.
I miss playing old Aatrox, I miss Twisted Treeline. Zoe, the one thing that she, off the top of my head, besides anything that was in Arcane, knows about League of Legends, when I say, what do I miss about League? She'll say, Twisted Treeline.
Twisted Tree Line.
Because I talk about it so much. Immediately leaves. You're like, oh, that's enough. I've heard it so much, I have to
hear
leave.
any more about Twisted Tree
For
Line
anyone
today.
listening, she just got up out of the chair and then got back in. But,
My cat was banging at the door, so I put it ajar,
fair enough.
and now it's closed again. I don't know.
Yeah, if I
Oh, he's
talk for
pushing.
long enough in...
He's pushing against
He's
it.
getting in. He's getting in.
He can do it. You can do it, I believe. Go. He get it.
This is how we talk to our 20-year-old, 19-year-old? Or 19-year-old cat when he's trying to jump
I
back
did
on the
tell
couch. We're like,
my
"We
brother
believe
came
you
to
can do
visit.
it."
My brother came to visit, and his
You show him the pictures we
girlfriend-
put in the Discord?
Yes, I did, and I told him I
Oh.
was like, he refuses to die.
Molyneux. Yeah, he's so sweet.
He's just,
I would grab him and hold him up, but he would be so freaked out by being
push,
carried
don't
over here. He would
pull.
not
Oh my god, he's so stupid.
like I'll entertain. I was gonna say chat. This is not a
he's
live
gone.
stream. I'll
No, it's
entertain
fine.
our listeners. Here. Okay,
It's
it was only 2 seconds. But League.
Do
Classic.
you know who's
Reason I-
gonna be? Do we have any
In
info
League
now?
Classic?
Since
So we do.
okay,
And the reason we do, obviously, if you are someone who's been keeping up with like news of that, when we initially filmed the very first episode, I brought it up as like something I liked. There was a couple of like pros and or streamers who had mentioned like Riot might be working on that. But now they've fully announced that they're doing League Classic.
yes,
We're waiting.
there was
I
an
think the
announcement.
11th of this month. Yes, an official Riot announcement. The 11th of this month is when they will be dropping more information. I think after MSI or one of their like tournaments, like right after that. I assume right after like somebody wins it and they do the all the fanfare at the end of that. They probably will immediately go into here's the information about League Classic, and I'm assuming it's going to be available pretty quick after that because. Oh.
He's so dumb.
Is that Shovel?
It is, but I tried to
Hi,
give it to
Shovel.
him, and he's gotten it this time.
Oh my god!
Do you see this?
Okay, Carlos maybe was not wrong about the way that he interacts with his surroundings. That's crazy.
He's
For
an idiot.
any just listeners, he's absolutely munching on just
On
a
my
whole
finger.
hand.
Yeah.
He was just really going for it, really trying to consume.
He
that.
already took the treat, and then he just proceeds to eat my finger.
Nugget, the cat that resembles him most of the two cats that we have.
Yes. Oh, you have two.
Refuses to eat something. Yeah, we have Nugget and Molly.
Does
Nugget
Jason
is,
have a lot? Jason has Hex. And
They have 3 cats. They've got
Okay.
Hex. They've got Carmel, who's the old man,
Primal.
and then they have Mika, who's the one that only has 1 ear.
Oh. Okay.
She's so cute. They're all
Because
so sweet.
I hear about
Um,
Hex Baby a lot, and then I know the other two exist. Or
Hex
I
is
just
very
I
similar
was like,
to
they have a
Nugget.
lot of cats. I don't know how many. Because after 2,
Yeah.
I just don't know. There could be hundreds.
Oh, fair enough. You're like, they have 2+ cats. They
Yeah.
have more than 2 cats.
Once you have more than 2
Hex
cats,
is-
you might as well have 5.
I just don't let Zoe hear you say that. But Hex is Nugget's sister, and they behave very similarly. So that's probably why you hear about her a lot. Is she'll come up and like jump
They're
up and like, try to cuddle and stuff.
sisters.
Siblings, yeah, because
Oh, Hex is
Hex is a girl, Nuggy's a boy.
right. I need that.
And I can get into a little backstory there. Jason's girlfriend Laura, her mom heard meowing at their house and found Nugget in, I think, one of those like those windows that go like down into the ground,
Hmm.
and was like, "Do you guys want a cat?" And then Zoe said, "We'll foster him." And I said, "I don't trust that for a second." And that was 5 years ago. So um, we just
Just
have a cat. He's
foster
not being
him
fostered.
until we find a
Yeah,
home
yeah, yeah.
for him. Did you
And
guys
then a
find a
day
house for
later,
him yet?
we did this one. And then a day later, she heard Hex meowing under, I think, the deck or something. And then Jason and Laura kept and took care of Hex. But they were so sweet because we were living with them at the time, Jason and Laura.
Hmm.
We were like sharing a house, and the kittens were so cute when they were little. They were just tiny little guys. But besides that tangent,
Are you
what
ready
was I
for
talking about? League
your?
Classic. Yeah, I can get into some League Classic info because we know some of what's happening because obviously they have an announcement that they are doing it on the 11th. We'll know a lot more information, but apparently they put a bunch of, or there were they didn't put this information out there like purposefully, but there are a bunch of leaks
Purposefully.
because there's a bunch of leaked information because people data mined the PBE. For anyone who is listening and isn't super familiar with League of Legends, the PBE is like the league's public beta, and since it's like an active current multiplayer like competitive game, the PBE is basically just running a couple weeks ahead of it at all times. So it's like a public beta for stuff that
You're
like gets cycled through into the
publicizing
game.
data leaks.
Well, I mean, it's literally on like the Wikipedia for League now is like League Classic. Here's the info we have from data miners. Because I guess they put a bunch of the stuff into
Shout
the
out
PBE
data
already.
miners, I guess.
Yeah. I some of the things that you do I love, like this. Some of the things you do I think ruin a little bit of fun because I don't like spoilers. But hearing about what's going to be in League Classic, I mean, top tier. And so take it with a grain of salt because data miners finding it just means that it's in the code for the League Classic mode that is going to be like brought in. It doesn't mean that it's for sure in that state going to be put in, finalized like that.
By that logic, that means that it's going to be available through the current client.
Yeah, so that's one of the things we got, and I was really hoping they would do it like a full separate, entirely released game. But
just install
what
an
it sounds
entirely
like they're
different
doing,
game.
yeah, what it sounds like they're doing from what people have seen is that you know how in League Client they have Teamfight Tactics now has like its own entire tab, so it doesn't like really interact with regular League at all.
League Classic will be its own entire tab.
League Classic is going to have its own entire tab, and apparently, at the most basic, it'll be old Summoner's Rift. I don't know if it's the exact original like
the old
first
one
iteration, but old. It will be old, very ugly looking,
like the first one.
Bad graphics Summoner's Rift. I don't know if it's the very first iteration.
It should not be like the first one. It should be the second one.
3, somewhere within there. It's going to be
somewhere.
It
should be the second one. They should not do the first one.
It sounds like it's going to, like, the things that are going to be in it, just from what the data miners have seen as far as like champions, mechanics, and stuff like that, is an amalgamation of things from like the first 3 seasons of League. So it might not be the initial exact map. I kind of hope it is because I love the old ugly poopy map, and I think it'll be great. Shaking your head is fair at that. That's one where I listen. I don't need to be convinced of that. I know it looks horrible.
I would not play on it. Like, sorry about
I would be very sad about that.
I mean, I would play on it to play with you, but like I would not be playing on that damn map.
Already convinced. But things that they for sure like found in the code of this are old map, older champion kits for a bunch of champions. Apparently it's 60 champions currently. It's the original 40 and then some like specific champions that they've added from like those first 3 seasons. Yeah, well, champions, I assume
is Lulu there?
Their kits.
Do you know all of them?
Is there. Yeah, I do have a list here. I do you want me to just read all of them off because it's kind of a long list. It's 60 champions. Okay, let me say the mechanics that they think are going to be in it just based on what they saw first, and then I can just go through the list of champions, which will be a delightful experience for all of our listeners. But for sure, it seems like it's going to have a battle pass included, which is not something from old League. That's a new thing. They're going to make its own battle pass, so that's cool. Great, everyone who loves battle passes. They're going to have a separate level.
Maybe that's how you get like runes and masteries.
So they
would you love that or hate that?
If it was the way that League's current battle passes work, where it's pretty easy to finish it if you play somewhat regularly, I wouldn't mind that. Unless you had to pay money to actually get the runes and masteries, then I would be a little sad.
Oh, that's not like them though. They are pretty like adamant
For
about being
actual
free to
in-game
play,
content, yeah, they
and
don't make it.
everything
They do not make it
purchasable is
pay to win.
cosmetic.
Yeah. So if it's like that, I wouldn't mind at all. They are going to have the old runes and masteries, and my big league, old league hot take is I miss the old runes and masteries. I think that the current ones are just too like they're kind of boring. I want to put the
Yeah, they kind of
1% crit rune on
streamlined
all
it.
my builds. I wanna do a bunch of funky stuff. I had a pal in college that had a rune page that he just called "fuck the meta," and it was all AD runes, nothing else, just all attack damage. He made Skarner. I assume it was fine. And I love that. I want to do funny shit like that. That's hilarious. But they're going to have the old school summoner leveling system back in there. So level 1 to 30, and then 30 is the max. They're going to have a separate shop for League Classic in its entirety. Influence points, the precursor to Blue Essence, is coming back. So it'll be its own separate in-game currency for that system. Original mastery system, classic.
We're gonna be the summoner again.
We will be the summoner again.
Where
yes.
we summon our dudes.
For all of the purposes of lore and anything relevant to that. It'll have, at the very least, they will have normal, ranked, and co-op versus AI queues on Summoner's Rift. No mention of if they're going to add or have on release any of the other maps like Twisted Tree Line or whatever the one for Dominion was called. I don't know if the map was just called Dominion.
It was Dominion, yeah.
I really hope they add those because I barely played any Dominion and would like to play more. And Twisted Tree Line was my favorite. I would literally, if they added that, all I would do is play League of Legends Classic Twisted Tree Line. But as far as the old champions, I will go over the list. I can't
imagine what the queue is going to be like, though. Like, are there going to be people playing it?
I really hope so, because if I will say, I would be extremely disappointed and really sad if people just didn't play it. At the very least, I assume the first couple weeks it will be like very fast queues. Yeah. Like people will be really looking forward to trying it.
Oh, this is cute and novel and nostalgic. But then after that, like, are you gonna be in a 10-minute queue for a Twisted Tree Line?
Well, and that's that would make me sad. Well, because that's the thing that like a lot of like streamers and pros were saying. They're like, you don't actually want to play old League. It's gonna get solved so quick with like modern, the way that the internet works. And I'm like, listen, if you don't want to play old League or stream old League, that's fine. I like the old, weird, janky, like esoteric, like poorly optimized version of League because I like
Tarek mentioned
testing out. Tarek mentioned. I like just doing. That's crazy. Tarek mentioned is crazy. I think he is in the list as well. He's in the original 40. So I can go through all 40, well, 60 apparently of the champions 60. That they data mined the old kits for. Yeah. So I can. Do you want me to just go through right now?
Yeah.
The champions that they have data mined
as fast as you can
kits for are Ari, Alistair, Amumu, Anivia, Annie, Ashe, Blitzcrank, Brand, Cho'Gath, Dr. Mundo, Evelyn, Ezreal, Fiddlesticks, Gangplank, Garen, Gragas, Graves, Heimerdinger, Janna, Jarvan IV, Jax, Karthus, Kassadin, Katarina, Kale, Hogmaw, Lee Sin, Leona, Lulu, Lux, Malphite, Malzahar, Master Yi. I know, so exciting. Misfortune, Morgana, Nasus, Nidalee, Nunu, Olaf, Pantheon, Rammus, Rise, Shaco, Singed, Sivir, Skarner, Sona, Soraka, Tarek, Teemo, Tristana, Tryndamere, Twisted Fate, Twitch, Urgot. Let's fucking go. I'm so excited for Urgot. Vayne, Vigar, Warwick, Wukong, and Zillion. And the funniest thing is that last champion Zillion has been almost unchanged. I think just his passive. Mm-hmm. And like Malphite, almost unchanged. The other things that I... Go ahead, because that was a
I'm gonna rain on your parade here. Mm-hmm. Not a single person of color in that lineup.
I think technically Sivir, but let me tell you, having seen the original splash art, you wouldn't know it. Because she's like Shuriman, which is based off of like Egypt, but like if we look at the splash arts, she looks like a white lady. Like it's the joke,
people of color were brought in much later.
Yeah,
were sprinkled in much after.
Sivir's splash art is like it's that image of like the really like the classic white guy pharaoh for like the gambling, like that's what she
Oh
looks like.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? With like
Mm-hmm.
in like memes and stuff now. I will say also, I think technically Nidalee and Ari as well. Like those are not white people. But
Ari
also
being
like
Asian.
yeah,
Okay.
but like they really do not have like they have, I don't think they have any black characters, and like essentially no brown characters, or if they do, totally whitewashed. Like
Melia's
Sivir's supposed to be,
my only like Hispanic
you're
character,
like, that's
right?
my only representation.
I don't think there's another one.
Yeah. I
I
don't
can't
think
think
there's
of
another
another
one
one.
either. Well, and like I was saying, Sivir is supposed to be like a character that's like descended from like the Egypt region, and she is like a white lady. Like she's like it's yeah, it's, I don't want to defend it and just say like, oh, it's a product of its time, but like, my God, they probably did not have a very diverse group of like
Well, I
artists and
imagine
game
it was just a
designers.
bunch of white dudes. I don't even
Yeah,
imagine there was
that's
a
my
woman
guess
on the
too.
team
Oh,
with some of the stuff they were making Jana say.
spoiler and sneak peek, we hypothetically might look at a couple of the original splash arts, and they probably didn't have a single woman on the team based on like
Oh yeah, I
them drawing
know that they
women.
didn't.
Holy shit.
I would bet money that
Before
they
we
did
get
not.
into that thing that I was, oh yeah, probably a game studio in like 2000 like 8 and 9, like probably not common. The industry was very unkind to women at the time, still is arguably. But I had some other cool things I wanted to go over that are potentially going to be in League Classic, and it's just a highlight of a couple items I'm excited returning, and some summoner spells that I both am excited for, and some that I didn't even know existed. So that's pretty cool. Old items that I'm excited about:
Mana
Twin
pot.
Shadows. That's the Mana Pot is the, yeah, I put that on the list. That's the big one. Mana potions are back, baby. It's exciting. Twin Shadows, the one where you would, as an active, release the two little ghosts that would seek out the nearest
I
enemy
had that. I
champion
did
and
use that
slow
one.
them. I love that.
I
That item
used
was
that one.
awesome. Even more exciting for me, Zizzarat Portal, my favorite item in League of Legends. Put your little minion spawner down. Oh, I love Zizzarat Portal. Will of the Ancients, the spell vamp item from back in the day. That's one that I'm excited about. Because spell vamp I don't think is even in the game anymore. We've got some omnivamp stuff, but whatever. Heart of Gold, an item that I don't think was in the game when I played it ever. It's just a gold income item that you can buy as not a support, so that's pretty crazy. Frozen Mallet as a top laner, one of my favorite items.
I built Frozen Mallet on Annie.
I believe that. I fully believe that. That sounds like a new to League thing that I would have done as well. Absolutely.
Somebody was like, "Oh yeah, this item's good." No other context.
You're like,
and so I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll build it."
Banner of Command.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Banner of Command's my favorite item.
I love Banner of Command. Dude, anyone who played League at the time who's listening to us is going to be like, these guys are monsters. Zizzarat Portal, Banner of Command, we hated these items. And like, I'm so excited for
I love Banner of Command. I'm so excited. My little minion go. I'm playing Lulu with my... You go Banner of Command top lane Lulu, by the way. Oh my god, I'm taking top lane from you. You're gonna have to find a new Lulu lane.
I would play support, jungle, or dude, I used to be a jungle, like exclusively jungle and a little bit of support back in the day. That was like all that I played. So I would be fine with that. I'm just happy to play. I'm just happy to be here, man. Old Warwick. Old Warwick was my dude. Oh, as a spoiler to anyone who will be in games with me, I would take a dragon level 1 sometimes. That was my favorite thing. Or like as soon as you physically.
Oh yes, I took dragon level 4 on a Mumu.
I hope to do that.
That was meta.
Oh, I loved it. It was so good. I love being able to do that. And if you could sneak it, oh, it felt so good.
I snuck it every time. I didn't realize I was like, this is part of my jungle clearing path. I don't know what you want from me. Like this was before I learned. This was before I learned like, oh, you're supposed to get a pick or this side of the map if you're heavy and all the. This is part of my jungle clearing path.
Number one Amumu NA. Still, this is why. We know this. The last item this is one that I never experienced personally because I was either new when it was in the game or it was taken out. Deathfire Grasp is a crazy one that people talk about all the time.
Yes!
The one-shot AP item, that's going to be back. That was a good one. In the thing. So Yeah. And then a couple other ones that I don't have any like preconceptions about some of these. I just think they're cool. Sword of the Occult and Leviathan. Sword of the Occult being AD Medjais and Leviathan being tank Medjais that gives you HP. Crazy. Crazy items. Excited to have those.
Okay.
Apparently the tank one was super egregious because you just get really tanky.
Majai's is the only one that stayed in. That's funny.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they don't have those two anymore. So that'll be
because
exciting.
Majai's is old. I remember watching Lily Pichu
yep,
build Majai's in 2016.
Well, because it used to just literally be like that trio of items, like one for mages, one for AD champs, and an HP one for like tanks or anything else that's going to be stacking. And then not specific items that aren't in the game anymore, but I'm really hoping that they have it where the items don't have unique passives like they did way back in the day. So we can see a 6 Sunfire Capes build, a 6 Black Cleavers build. Very exciting builds you can't do anymore that I really miss.
Carlos was saying he's going to do Evelyn Sunfire Capes and just
if
stand
they do
next
that,
to
that will be one of
then...
the first things I want to do.
Yeah.
Microwave Evelyn, they call it.
Oh. Microwave Evelyn!
Well, because you just turn invisible and then they just walk up
to I'm just going to have to Annie W in all directions, hoping that I get her.
It's an Annie, like, why can't I back right now? Why is my HP going down? And then, like, an Evelyn superimposed behind her. And then summoner spells that are exciting that are apparently either returning or ones that I've never even heard of some of these. One that a couple
Revive!
That I do know, Clairvoyance. Revive is the one I'm the most excited about. I love Revive. The noob bait spell, bro, I'm gonna take that as often as possible. I love Revive. I die, I'm back in lane. I don't care.
Yeah,
Revive TP.
I get to feed harder. I can feed my enemies faster.
I get to play more League. It's really good late game if you die a bunch of times. That's all I'll say. Clairvoyance is another one that I specifically remember. It's just a big, the ward that like the long range vision ward. It's just that on a summoner spell, and you get it at level 1. So, and I guess the last time it was in the game, it had a minute-long cooldown. So you would just point at anywhere in the enemy jungle that you're like, let's see if the enemy jungler's there. Boom, big cone of vision. Crazy.
Nice. It's Ash Arrow, basically.
It's basically Ash E.
Yeah, Ash E.
On a summoner spell that you get like immediately. And then there's a couple that I actually did not know existed at all. There's one called Fortify, and I'm just going to read off what it has here on the wiki. Grants invulnerability to all allied turrets and causes them to attack 100% faster for 7 seconds. And it says when it's ready to cast, you deal more damage to minions. Actually, now that I read this, I am familiar with it. It's a Dominion one. So maybe Dominion's coming back. We'll see. What are some other ones here?
And if Dominion's coming back,
Twisted Tree Line. I'm really hoping.
They would not do
Rally
one
is another
the
one that I don't. I would really hope so. Rally's another one I don't know. Summons a beacon with an amount of health based on your level for 15 seconds that increases ally AD in an area. For
oh my god, I'm taking the shit out of that one.
Time. That sounds sick. Yeah, that sounds really cool.
Who needs Flash? Surge? I'm getting Revive and...
Yeah, I'm setting down a totem like I'm a World of Warcraft guy. Why would I need that?
We're standing here until I die.
We're fighting. We're fighting right here. We're not leaving. ADC, you're fighting. Oh my god, with Lulu, you're just like... Actually, no, this next one is a Lulu one. Surge empowers your champion for 12 seconds, granting AP and attack speed based on health. That is a Lulu top lane summoner spell. Absolutely. And then it's, Revive, obviously, we already talked about. And the rest of them are just all of the current ones.
Yeah.
Clarity, which used to be, I believe, available on Summoners Rift
as well.
and
now it's only on...
That might...
ARAM.
I almost said Twisted Tree Line because we've talked about it so much. Yeah, only on ARAM now. It was... I'm so excited for these things. And I have prepared a separate little thing for us in honor of this even happening. So I'll pull this up and I will, to celebrate League Classic existing, I have 37 of the original 40 champions, and we are going to do a League of Legends OG 40 Smasher Pass. Why 37 instead of the original 40, you may ask? I removed all of the ones that are children because we may be uploading these videos to YouTube, and but we're not YouTubers like that, Jesus Christ.
I'm not a Minecraft YouTuber.
Yeah, we're not we're not Minecraft YouTubers. So here is in alphabetical order. We're starting on Alistair. Smash or pass? Can you
Pass.
see? Is it up? Is the
Yes.
screen see it? Pass?
Big pass.
I really wanted to, but I'm gonna also pass. He looks so hideous in the original skin. My God. All right, Anivia is the
Pass.
next one here.
It's a bird.
Pass. All right. I'm gonna go with a more difficult pass than the previous one, but I agree still. But made of ice as well. Yikes. Ash. OG Ash. I'm gonna go
Smash.
smash on this one. Yeah, absolutely. That's why when we were talking about this and you're like original 4D champion arts, I'm absolutely gonna pass on all of
I
these.
didn't
Not the case.
consider the women.
You didn't know they had game.
I didn't know they had women. Oh my God.
I mean, yeah, I know. Let me tell you, I think some of these original arts are just better than anything they've made since. Like they made peak with some of these. That being said, Blitzcrank.
Smash. Look at him. He's an angel.
I'm gonna go with the smash as well. Are you kidding? I also was like, when I was going through grabbing all of these, there were some of them that I mentally was just immediately like, smash. Maybe a pass. So, it's exciting to go back through. Original Cho'Gath.
Why is he red?
I think I might go with the red light illuminating my screen like he's there with a gun. Like I'm going to go. I think this is a hot take smash for me. I think this is a hot take smash. Corky.
Pass.
This is a pass. Yeah, yeah, easy pass.
There's nothing.
Evelyn,
See, now she's
original
doing
Evelyn.
too much.
I'm still gonna go with smash. Are you kidding
This
me?
is
Oh my God.
no. This is not my type. She's not my type. What can I say?
That's fair. Original Fiddlesticks. That's a fucking pass from both. Easy pass. Original Gangplank. Smash. Absolutely smash. Look at that man. Oh my God. That's a smash.
Pass.
Although I can't tell if that's chest hair. I just have to say.
I
like,
thought it
what is
was
going
chest
on
hair
there?
at
That
first, but
looks
I think it's a
crazy.
part of his buckle or it's pubes.
I hope so. I hope it's part of his. But they would not. There's no way. I'm still, regardless of which of those three it is, though, smash, obviously. Heimerdinger, pass. That's
he
a
looked
pass.
so
That's a pass from me, guys.
bad. Oh
Yeah,
my
it's terrible.
gosh.
Yeah, I'm like, some of these, they cooked with some of these arts, and then some of these, it's like original Heimerdinger. Absolutely not. That's a pass.
Is that
Absolute pass.
was it a brain and then they changed it to fur?
I think it's
later?
like hair that's supposed to. I think it's like a ball of like hair / brain.
So
that
it
just
was
looks
always supposed to be
undiscernible.
hair? It looks
I'm gonna be honest.
because he's
I
got
don't
a
know. It looks
mustache
so
and the
brain-like.
mustache is the same. So maybe it was
It's
supposed
the
to be
same
hair.
texture. In one of at least a couple of the skins, it's a brain for sure. It's not hair. But
Yes.
like,
But that was
I
like
think
a
OG skin, it's
Halloween
still
one.
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the UFO one or whatever. Yeah, but pass. I don't know if I heard if you
Oh, no, pass.
said pass. Oh, thank God. Okay. Janna, OG Janna. She looks a little freaky in this art.
Her
It's giving
face, they did not spend a lot of time on it.
the classic where it's the eyes are just glowing eyes and they're like, yeah, we don't care. It's giving old Warcraft like
But
elf.
oh
art
my
that someone did
God,
to
from the
OC.
neck down, smash.
I'll also say smash, and that's from the neck down is crazy. Old
Pass.
Jax.
He's purple.
I think I'll pass on Old Jax.
Is that
too.
racist? That's probably
That's crazy.
racist.
Yeah, maybe.
Sorry.
That's not why I'm passing. To be clear,
I
just
don't.
think he looks weird.
I'm not attracted
Really
because
hard
the
to tell
color of
under
his
the robe.
skin. I never thought I would say that before in my life. My bad.
Let us know in the comments below if this is a cancelable offense. For me.
I'm canceled.
I'm passing just because it is. I have no basis for what he looks like under any of that, and I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
He
it could
only
be
has
hot.
3 fingers. They're
Maybe
purple.
they're
He could be a
gloves.
monster. He could be hot.
I don't see fingernails.
Maybe they are. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah. All right,
I'm looped back around. It's smash.
Smash for Jax. Original Karthus. I'm gonna have to immediately say pass.
Pass.
He's a skeleton.
Skeletons.
So
I don't even think he's got anything down there.
Original Cassidon. I
Pass.
think I'm gonna say smash.
Not my type. Too much.
That's fair. Original
See,
Katarina,
the face again. What are we
smash.
doing with the face? Also, not my type.
They're just not as good at doing faces. Original Kale. This is the most smash so far, I think. Absolutely. Original Kale goes crazy. Look at that art.
Yeah, that's
oh
a
my
pass.
God.
I mean, that's a smash.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I'm
like,
just
dude,
thinking, because you know
that's
she's
wild.
blonde, right? Oh my
Yeah, she's
God, ripped blonde girl. My dream.
swinging the sword at you. It's giving Samus with like the bulky crazy armor and then like absolute hottie underneath. So yeah, absolutely smash. Next is Malphite. Pass for me. I've mained Malphite now for like 2 or 3 years at this point, and that's still a pass. That dude is
It's
made of
gonna be a
rocks.
pass.
Absolutely not. Yeah. Master Yi, I will say, when I was setting this up, I was like, bro, pass. But let me tell you, I don't know, something about the little bit of face that we see, I'm gonna say smash.
Pass. His
I
legs
think it's
so
a fair
weird,
pass,
though.
but
And his boots are
yeah.
massive.
Oh, the rest of his body is strange. But something with like the 5 o'clock shadow or whatever, I'm like, that's doing it for me.
The goatee.
OG
Pass.
Morgana.
Bro, the titties
I'm gonna
are
still say smash.
out.
They're crazy. They're absolutely wild. Yeah, this is I'm like, they made Vex to be like angsty. They could never live up to this when they were like making a champion purposefully to be like, this is the emo angsty character. Bro, they already had that, like, so much more so. Could not even believe it. Next is Dr. Mundo.
What? He's got Kool-Aid all over his mouth. That is a man-child.
He does have Kool-Aid all over his mouth. Yeah, I'm gonna say pass. This was one I was really on the fence about, but I'm gonna have to say pass.
Huge pass.
Because looking at covering my entire screen, absolutely pass. Nasus, that's a dog. Pass. He's almost that's like. I should not have started with that's a dog.
Smash.
Fair enough, but I will say, when I saw original Nasus, because current Nasus, I'd probably say smash, but this Nasus, I was like, that is like cartoon dog face. Like, that's
current
like
Nasus is a pass. Something about this guy. He's so mysterious.
Maybe it's the pose. It might be the pose. He's absolutely dripped out. I could see it. Rammus, pass.
Pass, but I did envision it for the first time.
I know. When I was putting this together, I was like, mechanically, how would this work? And I was like, I think it just has to be a pass. All right. Next, we've got original Rise. Absolutely pass from me. I think he looks like a fucking weirdo.
Yeah,
no.
Maybe same as the Mundo. Am I getting canceled again?
You just, any character that's blue, you're like, no. You would not. You would not do well in Avatar. Purple, blue. You would not do well in Avatar. The not the Airbender universe.
I'm asexual in that universe. He's so ugly.
Yeah, I gotta go pass. He's a freaky clown, man. No, absolutely not. Original Singed, pass. The saddest part, this was one of the highest fidelity arts they had, like pixel count wise. This one is like crisp compared to all the others. And I was like,
yeah, it's a pass. But I thought about it.
It's the bald with a little bit of hairs.
No, the hair sticking out, dude, bring him down a notch.
That's such a detractor. To any bald viewers or listeners, it was not just baldness. It's the way he particularly looks. But yeah, absolutely pass for Scion. Yeah,
that's Scion. I didn't even know who that was.
Yeah, that's OG Scion. Nothing like what he looks like now. Current Scion, still a pass. This Scion, even more of a pass. Oh my god, he looks monstrous. Not in like a cool way either. For any audio listeners, if you want to pull up the original League arts to go through and mentally do this as well, or leave a comment. Oh, but I mean, if you're just listening audio wise, but yeah, this is more of a visual gag. So you look through all of these.
Audio listeners, just watch.
Just watch. Next, we have original Sivir.
Oh, yeah, she's fine as hell.
But you do see what I'm saying, right? Where I'm like, that's a character from, like, a region that is based off of, like, North Africa.
Yeah, that's a white woman.
I know, I'm like, that's a white lady. I think that being said,
waist is crazy.
I know. Yeah, these people had not. They locked somebody in like a basement. He had not seen a real person's body in like months, and he drew this. Like,
rent was due.
Wild. Yeah, rent was due. Oh my god. That being said, smash.
Yeah, smash.
Original Soraka. I know, her face is crazy. I was so sure that this would be one where I'm like, oh, Soraka, of course, smash. But like, bro, she looks wild. I know, she's kind of scary.
She's got like Marge Simpson's hair.
So I think this is one of them, that this is like a rip from the in-game model. This was not like art done separately, or it was touched up a little bit, because that's like polygon hair. That's not like, no one's hair looks like that.
Yeah,
And
that's a
much more
hard
pronounced,
pass.
like much more
Her
pronounced goat hooves than regular
nose,
Soraka.
her eyes, her cheekbones, her ears.
He looks absolutely wild. I know. That being said, absolutely crazy after all those comments. Smash. Next is original Tarek. Who I think I'm gonna also have to say smash for original Tarek. I mean,
This
maybe probably still current Tarek, but like something about it's given
Tarek
like
is
70s,
black.
80s.
And they changed him to white.
Is he?
Look at this. I mean, yeah, color theory, whatever.
Oh,
this is
okay,
a black
now that
man.
I'm looking at the whole,
And
now that
he's
I'm looking at the whole like actual stream, yeah, he looks like a black man. From like the view where it's. I mean, yeah, same. Obviously. Original Timo, pass. Absolutely pass. It's Timo. No. Original Tristana, pass as well. Yeah, that's like, how tall are Yordles supposed to be?
Is she
like 3 feet
heterochromia,
tall?
or is it the lighting?
It's the lighting for sure.
I don't know why I moved over. Like I would see it better that way.
Original.
You guys got
pass.
the
Pass.
moves.
He looks like this.
I'm sorry
really
to all the men with moves.
Yeah, sorry to the moob men. He looks like this really crazy art of Captain America where his chest goes out to like here, on like the cover of one of the comics. Jason, if you want to edit that in so people can see what I'm talking about, horrendous. Absolutely pass. Original Twisted Fate, I think smash.
I can't see him.
He's very mysterious.
It's a pass.
You don't see him at all?
I mean, like,
oh wait, his proportions are super weird. Hold on, he's built like a Dorito, bro.
Yeah, I don't love the chest.
Bro's built like Johnny Bravo. Still smash. Original Twitch, pass. That's a rat. That's
I've
like a little
never
rat
seen
guy.
this picture.
Doesn't he look hideous? This is another one
is
clearly
Jason.
the in-game model. That's his favorite character.
Jason, it's you.
Yeah.
Pass.
Toss an "it's me" in there if you'd like. Yeah, pass. Original Vigar, I think that's also just got to be a pass. He's like a tiny, weird little dude. Original Warwick,
pass. But you thought about it.
This is gonna be crazy after my NASA's comments, but smash.
Pass.
And last but not least, original Zillion. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think I also have to say pass. This is just a very old man. He's always been an old man. He never.
I mean, maybe old man's got game.
I've heard his voice lines in game. He has 0 game. Absolutely no game for Zillion. But yeah, that was that's how I wanted to end my segment on League Classic off with the original 40 champions. You know, minus all of the children, because we're not monsters, and what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Vetted beforehand, like a smart man.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to think of what champions that actually was. It's Annie, Amumu, and Nunu and Willump. Because obviously that's a Yeti end child. But I am excited to play as original Nunu, because I don't know if you recall his kit, but he was an absolutely wild character. So I'm excited to play all of these characters' original kits, honestly.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so
I was an Annie main.
But that's fair enough. I'm trying to remember who I played mostly. I mostly played Warwick. And then the first champion I purchased besides Warwick and tried to play was Renekton.
Gotcha.
So those are my boys back in the day. Little Kale here and there as well. Little Kale. But yeah, I'm very excited, and that's all I got. So yeah, this has
been gaming with Hunter.
I keep thinking of other podcast names. This has been our podcast, Realistically Online.
Realistically.
We'll catch you next week.
Yeah.